So you've been playing Dead Island 2 and grinding away at your levels. But if you're like me, you want to fast track that leveling and max it out for all of those potential skill cards. Well, this is exactly how you do that. And the good news here is not only will this exploit give you crazy XP whilst AFK, but it'll also give you loads of items and weapons to pick up and sell. We're going to be dropping a lot of these types of exploits, farms and glitches over the next few weeks, so do hit that sub button to stay in touch. Okay, so firstly, you are going to need the skill block, which you unlock at level 9 if your character didn't already start with it. If you're still a little bit away from level 9, you can check out my XP exploit here that you can do at any level. I'll link it at the end of the video and also pin the link in the comments. You'll also need access to the side mission Clickbait. You unlock it really early on, so you'll have it by the time you reach the 3rd mission. If you've already done this side quest, don't worry, you can easily start a new character to max out, and it'll take you under 10 minutes to unlock the side quest. Okay, so before you approach the NPC still on the roof asking for help, just look around the area and get an idea of your surroundings. You will see a sound system, then opposite that is where we're going to be standing. It's just by the bench and umbrella. So walk over there and smash out all of the glass. This is because sometimes there will be runners that sprint at you pretty fast, so you'll want them to fall over the edge if they do try that. Step 2, go ahead and talk with the NPC. She'll ask you to turn the sound system on to lure in the zombies, which of course it will. And then your mission is to kick zombies off of the roof so that she can get footage. But we're not going to be doing that. No matter how many zombies you kill here, they'll keep spawning in because the game wants you to achieve your goal. So step 3, after you've turned the sound system on, the zombies will begin flooding in. It's a good idea here to throw some bait down. This will give you a lot of time to get into position. So head over to the bench and umbrella opposite the sound system. There's a lot of fire here, so try not to burn yourself. So you'll notice a small gap between the umbrella and the bench. Just behind that is where you should be standing. There will also be a post just behind you, so just crouch down once you're inside the gap. 4. Now you're in position, hold down your block button, or if you want to go AFK, tape down your block button. Step 5, you'll notice that all of the zombies will approach you and be killed by the fire. Some will stand on the bench and try to hit you, but even before they could think about doing damage, they will burn up. The runners are the most frustrating zombies, but like I said, breaking the glass behind you means that they'll either burn up in front of you, or they'll run off the edge and have to try again. From here, you could literally just leave your controller, set it down, and have the L1 button taped down. After a while, you'll notice with every zombie that's killed, your XP will begin shooting up. You'll soon notice the sea of items and weapons all around you, so once you're happy with how much you've leveled, just throw some bait out and hoover it all up. A great tip here, if you're Danny, you can use the skill Bloodlust, which will heal you every time a few zombies die, but it is very unlikely that you'll take damage in this spot whilst blocking, so it's not a must. Now, it's important to note here that if you're not going AFK like I was, and you're just fighting some of the zombies while in position, you probably will take some hits. Fortunately, because the amount of items that the dead zombies drop, you will likely gain access to energy drinks, protein bars, and medkits. So just pick one up and use that bad boy. Another great thing about this exploit is you will actually be completing challenges just by being stood in that position while all of the zombies die, which is even more money in your pocket. If you prefer to do your XP and money exploits while getting to fight the zombies at the same time, then you'll want to check out this video on screen now. And if this video helped, don't forget to drop a sub and hit the like button, as it will help me massively. Have fun, and thanks for watching. If you're looking for a completely AFK XP glitch in Dead Island 2 that you can 100% leave on overnight with no chance of it stopping, this is the one for you. It's a simple idea, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it is difficult to achieve. It took me try after try after try. But I'm going to describe each process of the jump into the glitch with insane detail. So hopefully you'll be able to get it with no issues. Drop me a message if you need any more tips or advice, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Huge shouts to fellow game breaker glitching queen for explaining this enough in her video so that I could actually understand it. I'll link her channel in the description. So let's get it. Okay, so you're going to need two things. Firstly, you'll need to have the Clickbait side quest. You unlock it after the 3rd or 4th mission. You'll stumble into a house called the Goat Pen, and there's an NPC on the roof asking for help. Secondly, you are going to need patience, and a lot of it. So many people have said this glitch is patched, but I'm telling you right now, it isn't patched. The people saying this just don't have the patience to stick with it. Okay, so with that out of the way, before you get the mission started, just have a look around and get an idea of your surroundings. You'll see the sound system that the NPC is going to ask you to turn on to lure the zombies in, and then opposite that is the umbrella that we're going to be hopping onto to get out of the reach of zombies. Sounds easy, right? Well, it isn't. Step 2, we're not going to be starting the mission just yet. You'll need to take some time to familiarize yourself with the jumps, because they're even trickier when zombies are sprinting at you. So head over here to the little glass barrier. This is the first of 4 jumps. It's also the simplest to do. All you've got to do is line yourself up, press and hold jump, and push yourself forwards. You should be lined up pretty well here. On your right is a drop, and on your left is a gas lamp. Step 3, the gas lamp on your left is where you'll be jumping to next. This one is a little bit harder than the first jump, but it's still pretty easy. The way you do this is a strafe jump. Most gamers will be familiar with this term, but if not, it's all good. You're essentially going to be throwing yourself sideways whilst jumping. So while stood on the glass barrier, look ahead, keeping the lamp on your left, then spin your camera left, and then very quickly jump over to the lamp. Think of it like you're using the momentum of the camera spin to throw yourself up onto the lamp. You can actually push yourself slightly forward against the next platform during the jump, which helps level you out when you get to the top of the lamp. For step 4, we're going to be doing jump 3. This one is simple, but there's also a really easy way that you can mess this up too. When jumping over to this platform, hold jump first and then quickly push yourself forward, and you really need to commit to this jump. If you don't fully commit to it and you half-arse it, you'll slide off to the right and then you'll slide off the edge and die. Step 5. Now you're on the 3rd platform, it's time for the hardest jump. This is the one that will take you the longest to get good at. Thankfully, there is a specific formula that will help you land it almost every time. So from this platform, look down at the ground between you and the umbrella. You'll see a big stain or burn mark. You'll want to line your crosshair up to this panel in the floor here. So if you need to back up, do it slowly. Now you're in position, face the sound system, look down at the floor. Now it's time to do another strafe jump. So from looking at the floor, spin your camera to the right, then you'll want to hit sprint and jump whilst moving towards the umbrella. Again, think of it like you're using momentum to throw yourself at the umbrella, then boom, you should be on top. 6. Okay, so do that a couple of times until you master it, then it's time to get it done during the mission. So activate the sound system on your way to the first jump, throw out your bait to distract the zombies for a couple of seconds, and do the exact process we just did. You'll have to move a bit quicker as zombies can hit that gas lamp and that will blow it up. But once you're up, you'll be able to sit there whilst the zombies below get burned up by the fire surrounding you. It is worth mentioning that if you fail during the mission, you'll need to quit back to the main menu and jump back in. This is just because things don't spawn back in and zombies will still be chasing you. So I hope this AFK exploit helps you farm to max level. Please do drop a like and a sub. Have fun, and thanks for watching. So since Dead Island 2 dropped, as you know, we've been in search for great spots to farm XP, items, money, and powerful weapons. Well, my friends, I believe we found it. This exploit is very early game, but it will 100% max out your level, which will in turn start dropping you the best of the best in terms of weapons. You're looking at 10,000 XP every hour or so. In comparison, missions give you about 1,000. So the good news here is you can just leave it on overnight. I'd recommend starting a new character for this, just so you can have a fun playthrough where you run through the game over-leveled with every ability, top-tier weapons, all the money, and all the upgrades. So you won't really need too much for this AFK exploit. You'll need to get yourself to the 7th mission named Oh Michael, Where Art Thou? Step 1. So to start this mission, you'll want to go chat with Ricky. He's the guy wearing women's underwear who's refusing to open the door. 2. After your lovely chat with Ricky, his garage will open up behind him. You can ignore these zombies if you want. I'd recommend killing them, but it's fully up to you. Step 3. Run around the back garden. You'll have the objective fix the front gate and shut the back gate, but we won't be touching any gates here. 4. You'll come up to the small gate around the back, and it has a leaking fuel pump right in front of it. Simply strike this with a weapon to set it ablaze. All of the zombies will pour through this gate and slowly burn up. But the exploit doesn't end there. Step 5. The only zombies you'll need to worry about now are the burning walkers that turned up to the party already on fire, meaning they don't care about the infinite fire you just set. So to fight this, run and jump onto the crate in the middle of the pool, which is located just opposite of the gate you were at. The burning walkers will stumble over to you, but they'll fall into the pool, which, lucky for you, is electrified. So you're completely safe. It could be worth taping your block button down on the off chance somebody manages to land one hit on you before getting fried in the pool, but the chances of that are extremely low. To reset this exploit, you'll just need to find somewhere out of bounds, which will give you a countdown. Just make sure to collect all of the money the zombies dropped first, because the weapons stick around after a reset, but for some reason, the money doesn't. To set it all back up again, just quit to the main menu and come back in. If this helped, please do go ahead and hit subscribe, as it will help me massively. And if you're looking to duplicate your newfound weapons, check out the video on screen now.